Hey everybody, Chris from Blu-ray Critic doing a video on the must-own box set collections. These are films that you definitely should have in your collection if you love great cinema. And starting off with the Godfather collection. Sure, Part 3 isn't good. It sucks really, but it's part of the collection. But I love Part 2 the best. Just excellent movies. Just timeless classics with fantastic performance by Al Pacino and the rest of the supporting cast. Of course, Marlon Brando. Just fantastic, fantastic films. Definitely pick this up. You can get this for a great deal. It's been out for a number of years. Next up, it's the Dark Knight Trilogy. Sure, they got that huge box set that has some toys along with it, but I really don't need that, so I went ahead with this one. Of course, that one has a big book as well with some photos and all that stuff. But this has an abridged edition of the Dark Knight book as well, pictures from the films. But this is a great set to pick up. I got this one, I think at least like a couple years ago, or almost a couple years ago, for I think it was $24.99 off Amazon. But definitely pick it up. You can't go wrong with the Dark Knight, with that amazing performance by Heath Ledger. Just fantastic. And of course, the supporting cast: Morgan Freeman, Christian Bale as Batman, who's just superb. And I'm still looking forward to seeing what Ben Affleck can do. I'm not too thrilled about him being chosen as Batman, but hopefully he can prove me wrong. Anyway, this one's a Dark Knight Trilogy collection. Next up, it's the Back to the Future films. And this was released a number of years ago for the 25th anniversary. Absolutely love these films, just fantastic. And you get a nice cameo with the DeLorean in the new film A Million Ways to Die in the West. So I gotta definitely check that one out. I haven't seen that film yet, but absolutely love this film. And the picture quality is actually pretty good. It's pretty decent, except this packaging sucked. I know the packaging is slightly different now, but when this first came out, the packaging sucked. The way you take the discs out. But yeah, this was the one I got this one actually around the first week it came out. So definitely pick up Back to the Future. Next up, it's the Man with No Name Trilogy, starring Clint Eastwood, the Sergio Leone film collection, and fantastic movies. One of the best Western films ever made. My favorite, of course, as is everybody else's favorite, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly in the Remastered edition. And you can get this for a relatively low price. I got this for $16.95 from Fox Connect. Of course, they have the original release that was out in 2010. And that one does not have the 4K Remastered edition of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. So if you want the 4K Remastered edition, definitely pick up this set. And like I said in my previous review, when I did an unboxing of this, the print on the remastered edition is slightly questionable, because of the yellow, greenish, bluish tint going on. But to each their own. If you like it, good for you. If not, what can I say? Just it is what it is. But so it's the Man with No Name Trilogy. Next up, it's Indiana Jones, The Complete Adventures Collection. Absolutely one of the best American movie classics ever made, starring Harrison Ford, directed incredibly by Steven Spielberg, and of course produced by George Lucas. And of course this includes the fourth film. But like I said, if you're a fan of Indiana Jones, at least for Harrison Ford's sake, you got to give him credit for coming back and wanting to play Indy again. Even though Crystal Skull isn't the greatest film, it's still nonetheless to have in this collection. It's still great. And you can get this for a good deal as well. It's been out for a number of years now, at least $35. I got this when it first came out, so it was $65. And of course, a lot of people hate on part 2, but I never really had problems with part 2. I kind of liked part 2. Part 3 I love. Last Crusade's fantastic with Sean Connery played Indy's dad. But yeah, Temple of Doom is not bad at all. I mean, sure, some of the scenes could have been played out a little better, but overall for what it is, it's a classic movie. I know Steven Spielberg does not like Temple of Doom. He said it many times in interviews, but he always talks about how great Raiders of the Lost Ark is, and he says if he was going to sit down and watch a perfect movie that he directed without nitpicking. He says Raiders of the Lost Ark is the pretty much the only film he can sit there and enjoy without nitpicking. But I definitely agree. Raiders of the Lost Ark is an incredible piece of cinema. So definitely check out Indiana Jones if you haven't picked it up yet. Alright, this one is a highly questionable set. Star Wars: The Complete Saga. Sure, George Lucas went in there and screwed up the films, added in his own voice track or whatever, added in unnecessary special effects. The bright side is there are rumors coming on or going on all over the place on the internet that the original theatrical versions might make its debut before Episode 7 hits theaters. Since Disney owns the catalogs now, they're looking into releasing those films, so that would be excellent. Probably one of the greatest Blu-ray releases ever, and I can't wait for that to happen. I know it's rumors going on; it's not officially confirmed yet, but if it's true what they're saying, that would be excellent. I would be on top of that day one, as all other Star Wars fans. But nonetheless, it's a pretty solid, collection to get if you want to check out the films in HD. But yeah, so that's Star Wars: The Complete Saga. Next up is the Alien Anthology. I got this when it first came out, so it was around $65. But Amazon is having an incredible deal on this lately. So some of the times I've seen the price drop down to $20. And as I'm talking right now, I looked on Amazon, and they have a bundle pack with Alien Anthology and Prometheus for $20. I mean, that's incredible. But the case is different. It's going to be in the plastic, regular Blu-ray case. It's not going to be like the original one with, like a booklet type of thing. Not a booklet, but you can kind of like, skim through the pages, and it shows artwork for each film. But yeah, I have an unboxing of this on my channel, so you can definitely check it out. But yeah, so it's Alien Anthology. Alright, here's another highly questionable one. Sure, part 2 and 3 aren't the greatest, but the reason why I got this is because it was really, really cheap. I got it for like $14.99 from Best Buy. And of course, the first one is an incredible movie with, wonderfully acted by Peter Weller, and really bloody and gory, just fantastic. Part 2 really is just, I'm trying to say it's good, but realistically, it's not. And nothing beats the first one. And part 3 is just utter garbage. And I'm glad Peter Weller looked at that script and said, no way, and it's a smart decision he made, because it really is pretty bad. But as far as the first one, in this set, it's a 4K remastered unrated edition. So for those of you wanting to pick up this set, it is in fact the unrated 4K remastered edition. So yeah, it's the RoboCop complete collection trilogy. So next up, we have the Bond 50 collection. We're talking about all up to date, all 23 films from Dr. No all the way to Skyfall intact, with all the bells and whistles, talking about the special features, the commentaries, all the behind the scenes stuff, and pristine picture and sound, except for GoldenEye, which isn't remastered, and it's a really soft image. But all the other films are fantastic. I absolutely love the Blu-ray quality of it. All the menus are the same, so when you play it, all the menus are the same except for Quantum of Solace and Skyfall. For some reason, they didn't work on the menu, but Casino Royale houses the same menus as all the rest of the other films. But fantastic collection. Amazon had this for $93 or $94 recently, on like a deal of the day. But I got this around Black Friday. It was like $100. I'm like, $100 for all James Bond movies in one collection? Like, how could you not pick that up? That's like a steal of a deal. But definitely check out the Bond 50 collection. And I'm sure there's other great collections, but I'm kind of waiting for the price to drop down. Like, for instance, the extended cuts of the Lord of the Rings. I have the theatrical cuts, but I'm just kind of waiting for it to roll around maybe $30. Hopefully sometime that'll happen. I don't know. But if it is, I'll definitely pick it up. But yeah, because right now it's still around $50 or $55. I don't know. I think it's a little too much right now for the extended cuts. And then knowing they're going to do a whole box set once the third Hobbit comes out, I'm sure all the films are going to be in one bundle. So I may just wait it out and then, buy the huge box set when that comes out. So anyhow, thanks for checking out this top picks as far as box sets. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys soon in one of my next updates. Take care.